What is up, YouTube fam? Robbie C here. We are back with episode 2 of Mike Strauss's Birdie Talks. This is Mike Strauss. My coach has been working with me for 2 years, and so many things that I have learned on how to be a better coach, how to properly coach at the same time, have come from this man right here. So we're on the back 9. If you haven't seen the front 9, feel free to check it out. We'll put a little card up there. But before we dive in and roll that intro, Mike, who do you want to say hello to today? Who do you want to ask if they're having a good day? What person? What name jumps out to you?
Well, the first one would be my wife, Wendy. So
okay. So Wendy, how are you doing today? You having a good one?
So catch me if I fall.
We're here on hole 10, super downhill.
Yeah, it is.
Basket is off to the right. This is very similar to hole 5 on the front 9. This is a shot that like locals are just going to crush people on because it's like we've practiced it over and over again.
See,
we get a little more spicy on the back 9 when it comes to our questions. So, Mike, what is one of the biggest things that you hear the modern disc golf coaching scene teaching that you disagree with?
pull across the chest.
Okay, like the start the lawnmower and all that. Yeah. That to me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and eliminate. That's one that you see people teaching that like if I take Joe with me and Joe and Sarah out, and then I watch someone and they're like, yeah, pull across the chest, start the lawnmower. Is there anything else that you hear people like saying all the time? Like we need to be reaching back. It's like focusing on this, whatever. Like, is there stuff that you keep hearing more and more? Like in your lessons, people are walking up and they're like, oh, Mike, have you heard of the blank?
Well, one of the things like we did, what did I do? 12 lessons in 6 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
Is trying to reach back as far as possible. There's a lot can go wrong. You can get your upper body into what I call the lowercase y. It should always be in the upside down or inverted capital Y, so your head's always centered. Reaching all the way back creates a pull. What they don't realize, and then one guy yesterday, even though this is a full reach back, his brain said, no, this is a full reach back because the brain goes, well, if I'm moving, it must be further away, but it's not, right? My arm extended is my arm extension. That's it. That's all I need.
Yeah.
So limiting, even having somebody even new say, just keep a little bit of an elbow bend, you'll know right where it stops. There's plenty of power. There's plenty of power there. So reaching back as far as you can.
Yeah, the further you reach back is the more power you get.
Right.
Not today. So tree right in the middle, it's stuck off to the right. A lot of times people will throw too high on this hole and give it way too much time to do something. It's not it. But you also don't want to throw too far downhill because then it doesn't have time to act either. You want to take Hulk smash, justice.
Hulk smash.
You just want to go nice, pull it down the hill, and let it fade out.
Like that?
Like that, like that.
That has to be parked.
It's like 15 feet behind the basket.
Nice. So for the heck of it, because I said I was going to do
Yeah.
it, this is one of the drills that I've had Robbie doing. I call it the pain in the butt drill because when I first came up with it, probably about 10 years ago, I couldn't get the disc to go 70 feet. So you set up here, you can weight shift, you can gather the left side, but you get no reach back. All you have to work is the outward extension out to 10 o'clock. So I use a line here and give myself some room.
Flip your rock 3.
Yeah. It's gonna hit. That'd be a Luna.
I was saying, well, you did call your line. Like that's,
That was it. Get in there.
see, I told you.
Parkage.
He follows my advice. And
Here.
he's parked.
All you're gonna do is gather the left side and open up and stay behind and trust that you're outward extending to 10 o'clock.
Fight out. Fight out. Fight out. Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Thank you, thank you. Really? Get it.
Oof. That's a tough shot. The good news is we get to putt from the same place. I'll just
Nice.
putt for both of us.
But for both of us. 'Cause faith I have in you is, I can't even put into words.
Easy peasy. Our question on hole 11, because it's just a little 155-foot shot up the hill. Rollaways very much in play. But my question is, what do you think is one of the biggest things holding disc golf back as a sport, and how would you fix it?
That's hard to say in a time where it has literally boomed for 2.5 years more than it ever has.
Yeah.
I think more national television, getting it out to even more, right, on the big platforms. And in my opinion, how you fix it is doing exactly what we're doing. Just grow that exposure from the grassroots. Just get it out there, get it out there. Enough of the people will start taking notice, I think. So I actually like to see where things are going. So.
Actually, I'm going a full power shot there. That's just
Thanks. I mean, just like this.
skip. Yeah. Whoop. Nice. He's dead.
See those cat-like reflexes.
Get on up there. Sit. Did it sit? If it,
did,
yeah, if we're not seeing it, you're sat. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Like the basket placements. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is so the last time the channel was here, we had two different guys land a little bit further back, run the putts, hit the cage, and rolled all the way down the hill. So,
Really?
Yeah. Nope.
But it stayed.
Yeah. That was weak sauce, Dennis. Weak sauce.
So who's Dennis?
So Dennis is actually my first name.
It is.
Dennis Robert Crawford the second.
Nice.
So Dennis catches all of my disc golf rage.
Dennis does.
Yeah, he gets abused on the course.
That one was no supination.
Oh no, I caught it. Oh no.
That is no supination. Put me back by the tree. Where do you think it would have gone?
No, you're good. You were going to see.
I'd have been down here. Great goalie save.
Yeah,
I mean, that was
what I'm
like
here for. I'm here for. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, usually end up down there past that, but that's good here. No, that's
Yeah.
good.
we're good right here.
I like it. Game on. I was ready. I was going to try to like goal and kick it in again. Yeah. So par 4, really beautiful shot. Takes the like elevation aspect of rolling hills, giving you those aiming points as you
Okay.
go through. So really fun opportunity here. The 3 is definitely on the table, but you gotta have a really good tee shot to get the 3. I wouldn't even say you have to have a great tee shot. You just have to have a good tee shot. It has to be past the short basket.
Okay.
But speaking of being past something, we got poker. You guys are hearing about that. We got bowling. You guys are hearing about that. I'm trying to remember. Have you played a lot of professional darts, or just like you talk about?
No,
playing
just
darts?
casual
Okay.
back in the day.
So I do know the other bar sport that you're really good at is billiards. So we played a lot of pool. Is it like, can you say say pool, or it's like if I say billiards, am I like?
Well, because I play both. I play 3-cushion billiards, table with no pockets, as well as pocket billiards or pool.
Straight up, I just learned something new here. You guys didn't know that billiards means there's no pockets.
3-cushion billiards or carom billiards, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, do you think that your billiards experience helps? Here, do any skills carry across to disc golf?
Yes. 2 things. And I'm gonna actually do some things on my Instagram with this. When I line up a shot in pool, everything is a straight shot, right? I look for the tangent line. I see the line where they'll deflect, and I aim for that line.
Yeah.
It's the same thing here. Like this shot here, I'm going to look at my apex point, and it's a straight shot to my apex point. So when I come down on a shot in pool, it is a straight shot. You'll see people steering the cue. You pick your line, you shoot your line. I pick my line, I shoot my line, right? There's
Okay.
that.
Okay.
With putting, there's a crossover. When I go into pool, I step into a shot. I see my line, I'm back here. All decisions are made back here. How hard am I to hit it? Running English, draw, whatever. But am I going to go spin? Am I going to go push? What have you? Then in pool, right side hip, foot, I take a step and I step down into my angle. When I come into a putt, once I see it, I step down into my shot. I am aligned. There is no aiming in disc golf, in my opinion. There's alignment. I'm aligning my mechanics. I'm trusting my mechanics. I'm throwing through my mechanics. I've aligned the shot. I'm shooting the shot. Same thing in pool. Oh, that was a good release.
That would have been really fun if that stood up a little more, but that felt really good out of my hand.
So same thing in pool, right? So I'm going to pick down there around just to the right of the blue basket is my apex point. I'm taking an understable disc. I'm going to put it on hyzer, a pushing hyzer. So hopefully it holds enough when it turns, I can get right to left. Yeah, flatter, right? So I drop my train tracks here. My train tracks are there. That means my steps are going to come through and I hit my 10 o'clock. I'm choosing my hyzer click. So right here, this is the amount that I want to have, right? So it's going to end up being here. Right there.
I would say.
And all the way around.
I would say mission successful.
Way down there. That's it.
I'm going to take a moment for each of you here, gathered around, all thousands of you. That was amazing. That was a great shot. Arguably the best shot I've seen on this hole in quite. Here we go. Okay, it's not super flat footing, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't think if I take the right gap, I don't think it gets like at all. So I got to take the skinny.
Man, you got that power was there. Stop. That was a horrible roll. Wow.
Welcome to Emirates, baby. There's like that broken log right there, so it's not helping me. So I think we got to go forehand flex around. Make sure that you don't sky it and go nose up because the right side's bad. We'd rather burn it over to the left. Hey, remember what we just said?
Do you remember?
Do any of it.
Ring it. Get it. Oh.
Well, great shot.
Good bid, sir. Very good bid.
Layup. Great three.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great three. Textbook.
I can't walk down.
Hole 13, coming downhill. Interesting question here. I think, hopefully an interesting answer. It could be super lame. That's fine. Most interesting food experience you've ever had?
Interesting. I mean, I like a lot of foods. That's wrong. So I had Vietnamese soup. I can't remember what it's called.
Pho?
I think it is a pho. I had that for the first time. But I like a lot of sushi. So the very first one I tried that I was kind of like, was sea urchin. So
Yeah.
I liked it. I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to order it again.
Okay.
That was very interesting.
Sea urchin.
Sea urchin, yeah. There was a texture issue with it.
Yeah. I would assume that's my hang up on a lot of sushi.
So I'm guessing you don't ever see sea urchin in your future.
No. I mean, for the right price or the right dare or the right video,
Fair enough.
I could. If it was like, hey, every time you bogey,
You gotta have
you
some
gotta
sea
have
urchin.
sea urchin.
That would be an expensive bogey.
That's a price. You get a sushi gets real dollar bill job. Your box
Looks like a pretty heavy drop off at the back. Huh?
big drop off, but honestly, like if you're short of it, I mean, death putt is on the table. So a lot of people, it's just
I have a shuffleboard right there.
punch it, try to park it, and if not, you have a pretty safe putt right back up there. It's not the flippy one.
Hit the tree. Goodbye. Oh Lord,
You're
it went way down
You're
there.
parked for the blue. That's the blue is the safer shot as well. 'Cause you just really
Yeah,
that one.
I was trying to ring it.
Yeah,
I don't care if I take a 4.
Hit a barn.
You and
Joining
I have
you, neighbor.
adventurous putts. We do.
I'm hopefully going to punch it right at. I told you I was going to punch it right at him. Mission accomplished.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Direction. That tree?
That one did seem like it was in the way. It definitely was not ideal.
One day and my hand went into the tree.
It did?
Yeah.
Yeah, look on it.
And that's what you did?
I mean, it is like one or two, someone misses a putt right here and they're just like, oh, and it's
Because when my disc hit, I sounded really hollow.
straight up on the hill.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's stable Luna, like turnover the whole way. I throw Precious Child on a turnover.
Okay.
So, Mike, your disc golf coaching experience, you've coached, that's you're strategic.
Strategic.
You've coached a lot of people, notable names for sure. To the population is going to know. You've coached a lot of local people for sure in the Chicago area, big names even locally there. But you've coached Brian Earhart, Paul Ulibarri. Do you think there is room inside of the bigger, like the pro scene right now, for coaches to start emerging and helping inside of that scene?
100%, absolutely.
And what role do you think they serve in that? Yeah.
It depends on what the player wants, and what the player is open to. The mental aspect of the game, the physical game, the mechanics behind it. The sport is still young and the mechanics behind it is still young. Playing ball golf growing up and that in itself has so much good information out there, because it's been around for hundreds of years. It's evolved and that. And I really think this level of disc golf is in its infancy stage, which is really exciting in itself. So I definitely think there is the room for that and the ability to have that out there for people who want it and to whatever capacity they want it in.
Yeah, that's fair. And I think that's a really good point of like people who want it. Like
Right.
coaches shouldn't be inserting themselves in the scene just to be like,
No.
hey, you're bad at this. Let me help you with this. Like letting this platform kind of grow to say, hey, when you need it.
And how to bring it over. I mean, there's a term called parametric acceleration that comes from ball golf, and it has fulcrum in it and has a flat spot in it. And that can be brought right over to here in what we talk about with the outward swing. So being able to take that, compartmentalize it to somebody where it fits, square peg, square hole, round peg, round hole.
Yeah.
And then to be able to help somebody in that game in that capacity, I think that's where it really has room for growth.
That's fair.
Nope, pulled it inside as soon as it left my hand.
It's tricky. This is one of those where I kind of cheat myself and I start off the box and then come on. And I don't like just that angle, that little bit of angle helps me.
Like it. Beautiful.
Boop.
Very
a little bit
nice.
of a long thumb. I'm not going to call it a long thumb. I'll call it a medium thumb on
All
that
right.
one.
Do we want to explain what the long thumb is to the viewers?
Yeah, so Mike was talking about this earlier today. So a lot of times when we're gripping the disc, Eagle's grip is very he has his thumb extended really far out anyways. But a lot of people when they're gripping the disc, their thumb is like here on the disc, a lot closer to the edge. And so when you're trying to throw a force over or a turnover, having that thumb a little more extended allows you to come on the disc. And when you're pulling for that that turnover, you can turn the wheel with it. And it just adds, instead of having to add anhyzer and do that, just lets you get a little bit more left to right movement for your right-handed players.
Because if you watch Nico Castro throw, he throws force over flexes beautifully. If you watch his grip, it's here. So if I take the disc away, my index finger is at the base of the thumb versus here. What also can happen is if you throw a neutral disc flat with a normal grip, if you just extend the thumb to this position and throw it flat, there's a little bit of drag that happens on the release and it literally will just drift left to right. So it's fine tuning your shot, which makes it really favorable in specific lines. Bring it.
That's good. I'm gonna try to make this putt.
Here. Why am I fluffy today? He's gonna, somebody tackle him.
So we use bag it, bomb it, burn it. So one's going in your bag, one you're gonna just rit on one shot, and one you're getting rid of. The other fun thing about Mike is Mike's been playing for 29 years, and I made this joke a couple times this weekend. Mike doesn't add a lot of new plastic to the bag. The last time a disc got in was the Luna that you've been seeing. That was 4 years ago. So
And I replaced the KC Pro AVR for 16, 17 years.
Yeah, so this could be a toughie because you literally may not have thrown any of these, but I'm going to be very curious. So bag it, bomb it, burn it.
You know, I may have to ask for the decoder ring.
That's fair. I'll
Okay.
compare.
All
compare.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you have a berg,
Okay.
a polecat, and a glitch. So the glitch you might have thrown because you got the MVPs with Tom and all of them hanging around. Have you thrown a berg?
I have not. Yeah, Dan Fairhurst, who I coach, he's a MVP. I've messed with the glitch, but I have not thrown a berg. So is that really overstable, or
It is. It's like it's a disc that doesn't want to fly, has absolutely no glide whatsoever. It's a 1-speed.
I would burn the berg.
Okay. Good start. Good start. The comments are already rioting, but it's a good start.
Because I don't need anything overstable and that you know, there was no glide. I don't need to throw it really hard for me. The glitch is definitely floaty. I would probably,
Whatever.
Then I would bag the polecat and I would bomb the glitch. Just to see that thing just send out and glide.
That's what we like to hear, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I like to hear. This hole and I have a special relationship. I have almost aced this on camera. Vlogmas, not this past year, but the year before. And I have decided that literally it was this disc that bounced out. And I will only throw this disc on this hole until it goes in one
Fair
day.
enough. Better get it now because I'm getting it if you don't.
Yeah, whether I play on camera or not, it is this disc.
You had the line, brother. You had the line. I love how it hit metal just to go, yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, God.
So am I speaking to Dennis or am I speaking to Robbie?
Dennis is here on the phone right now.
You don't have to worry about it.
Fade.
You don't have to worry about it. I tried to send it. So when the one that you did almost face it, did it smash chains?
Oh, it hit chain. It hits dead center chains and fell out left. It was heartbreaking. I can show you the video. I'll show you the video when we get home.
Okay. Oh, I do remember that now. Was that one, the thumbnail was, do I get the first ace on camera or something like that?
No, it was one of the ones, Lindsay, the way the video worked, you drain this putt. I'll just talk to you.
No,
about
you're
the
good.
putt.
Please, you can talk through the putt. It's
uh,
not a big deal.
The way the video set up is that I had 9 discs and I played 9 holes, and Lindsay picked the hole and the tee pad I was playing. She picked the hole I was playing as I went through, but I didn't know what hole I was playing for the next one. So once you use it, you lose it with those 9 discs. And so I'd be on like the tee pad of hole 10 because I just played hole 9, and then I'd open up the next envelope and it'd be like, you're playing.
I remember that.
hole
And then you were
13.
having to walk. Oh, this is the course that you had to like.
Yeah, that's the hole I did this on. So Lindsay would be like, oh, you're playing the next hole. And I'd be like, all right, that's cute. All of this hole is shaped like this. And at the bottom of this is water. So all from the reds, it's like everything, you have to throw these like flat to hyzer shots and they all just hit the hill. They're just gone. So you coached several people. If you were to say, hey, this is one thing that I come across most often. No, I know we talked about the people overreaching back, things like that. What would you say in 29 years of coaching you think is the most misunderstood part of disc golf form?
Disc form or choice? Because you just said form. I was going to say the speed of the disc, throwing way too fast of discs, and understanding that what you can do with 50% power and a lower neutral disc. And we worked on that this morning with your 50%. You were crushing it.
Yeah.
So form, overthrowing, thinking you have to throw hard to throw far.
Yeah.
And then 2, the choice of discs will make people throw hard because they're, you know, like people say, oh, I turn it over, I need something more stable, but their wrist is coming over, right? So when you're hitting it through here, and it's speed 6, speed 7 with some stability to somewhat understable fly, you know, to the disc, and it's floating through the air, it opens up their game. Yeah. So I think those 2 can really hinder people and they get stuck in it.
That's fair. I'm gonna go long thumb polecat and just punch it out. And if we never see her again,
we never see.
That's fine. We will see her again.
Nice. Now start drifting. There it is. There's the drift.
That's
Get it.
that needs to get down.
I'm hitting the other side of the bank. across it. Like,
That was the line I hit, though.
that was a great line.
I see what you mean by this basket placement.
The key is just land flat.
I don't know.
I don't hear.
I don't see ripples.
Yeah, no ripples.
Nope, you're good.
Yeah.
You got it already? Look at, nice.
oh, that's not it, is it?
I don't know.
That's not it.
All right, so 17. We're almost done. It's. What do you think overall? We'll wait on 18 because
Okay.
18 is such a beautiful shot. Final question. That's my like stock questions, and we got one more personal question left after this. But my stock question, and it's one of my favorite questions to ask anyone that I meet. What is one thing about yourself that you wish more people would ask you about?
Wow. Okay, that one came from left field. Probably where, because it comes up sometimes, where the drive and the compassion comes from for teaching and for being there to be, there for people as a whole.
Yeah.
That's something that really inside me is, for me, the drive to do it is effortless. It's just, I want to be there. I swear, I'm like I'm a 6-year-old with a new puppy. When I see somebody, I'm helping them and they see that light goes on in their eyes, have somebody go, where does that come from? Right. So I can show that, a lot of them, and I appreciate it and they show appreciation, but I guess that would be one, like, where does that? And there's a whole backstory on that.
Okay.
So that would be it.
Sounds like we're doing a video in the future on that. Exactly.
Very well could be.
Because we've been there for 2 years, and that's a story that's not documented. That is so long.
I like it.
That is so long.
Is it?
That's so long. Yeah, I am a mile past time.
Wrong uprights.
Drop. All right.
Nice catch cam there, sir.
70 feet past for both of us. That line looked good to begin with, but I actually think that's not the line. I think it's just, if I hit that tree, that little light gray tree, that's fine. But I'm not going to because I'm just accurate. Yeah.
Was it a frog?
I'm watching that. I'm just like
a little frog?
Anything moving down there is scurry.
I just peed a little bit. That's too funny.
I believe in
Well,
you,
when you
Mike.
say watch out for snakes,
Yeah.
I mean, it's watching out for snakes.
No one's watching snakes. We got birdies.
Come on,
I'll try
roll
it again.
away.
Grab the other one you got left. I'll
Yeah,
try
the
it again.
only one
Same
I have
phrase.
left.
Yeah.
The only one.
Yeah. R.I.P. No one's watching for snakes.
Into it.
When you get birdies.
Right? So that right shoulder coming through allows that swing and that pendulum to come through. And I didn't have to worry about any type of jump putt.
Engage, all that. Yeah.
Yep.
Hole 18, I want to say thank you so much for being
it,
on.
man.
I can't express gratitude enough for what you've done for the channel, and your investment in me has
pleasure.
also invested in all of you watching.
Well, and I'll share with your audience. I vet people. My life is full, right? And one of the things when Robbie reached out to me way back in the day and was questioning me and telling me about what you were doing on a journey, one of the reasons that I said that I'd work with him and do it is because he's so grassroots and so authentic that he's not trying to be something that he's not. And just like I said on the last hole, what drives me, that's the stuff I will always want to back, that I will always want to help move forward what you do. And I say this objectively. There's no, I guess why I came down, to do this. So, and 2 years later, we're still doing what we're doing. So thank you for what you're doing for all the people who are getting into the sport that may seem a little lost, and it can help them grow into that. So seriously, awesome content.
We are trying. So our final question is one that it's not too juicy yet because it's the future. What is the name of Mike Strauss's YouTube channel? What's it going to be?
I don't know yet.
Okay. So
I don't know yet.
Inspiration down below. Leave us in the comments. What is, let's get his mind going on some.
It has to do with, one of the things was the 8-fold path.
Okay.
Remember that? And I saw something that I really liked was a bow and arrow, where he talks about one step back, 2 steps forward, or many steps forward. So being able to lean into that tension. And for me, it was the bow and arrow has tension in it. And when we're learning, it can have tension, anxiety in that.
Yeah.
But if we can lean into it and we can stay the course and know that whether we mess up or where we don't, the mistakes doesn't define us as a whole, it will free up this journey to be very, very enjoyable and not just frustrating. So it's going to be something along those lines. I just don't know what yet.
Inspire.
Yeah,
Inspire down below.
absolutely.
Let it be a learning place. So hole 18, splashdown is the title because there is water once
I see
again
that.
coming across. But we can find it in this water because you can actually see in this water and there's no snapping turtles. Now, the only snakes I've ever seen on this course are actually all on this hole. So that's just, you know, choose your own adventure. I'm going Precious Child right across. I threw it 7 billion miles past it last time. So
That's a good thing. And
go.
before you throw, what did we talk about your new mistake? Because new mistakes
mean progress.
new mistakes are progress. So one of the first new mistakes I was telling Robbie about is when you smooth everything down and we hit 50%, all of a sudden you're going to be overshooting. A very good new problem.
Yeah. And don't worry about the overshooting.
Don't worry about the overshooting.
Boom. There we go. And this is an A to B. We're going downhill. It's like 200 something feet. This is not what I did on last hole and did a full power shot. Boom. Get the shoulder fold.
Which you just did. Beautiful. Come on, find the line. Robbie, that was so smooth. Very nice.
Woo!
Very nice.
We are over the water. No splashdown for me.
Nope. Need a little. Get in the water.
2 lunas in the water.
All right, throw me my other Luna just for the heck of it. Throw this last one. See, just fire it over.
Hey-o.
Hey-o. Get it.
It's that
that
little
twig.
bit of a kiss from that one branch. Here we go, baby. It's gonna be dope when I make this putt.
Oh,
Too much juice.
too much juice.
Y'all, that's gonna wrap it up for the video. Now, overall thoughts at Inverness.
I came with 3.
Came with 3, walk away with 2.
No, I only have 2.
Yeah, that's
But I
tough.
have great faith. Inverness was worth the trip down in itself, just in that. I love it. Absolutely love the course. The elevation change, the woods, everything. Just, I can't speak enough about it. Seriously, and great. I played a few courses, but this one stands out.
If you're coming through, definitely check it out. Great time. Check out Mike's future channel. Once he makes it, I'll come back to this video and link it. And then Pete is going to spin the camera around because he's been a cameraman this whole time, killing it. Absolutely killing it.
Absolutely.
Pete, incredible
thank you.
human being, long-time player of disc golf, long-time, like so many things to learn.
And
he-
ultimate, right?
And Ultimate, yeah, has a channel as well that just crossed, at the point of filming this, 1,000 subscribers. Ooh. So now that man, I'm just telling you, 1,000 subscribers, and that's without like going to different Facebook groups and be like, hey, everybody, you need to check out my videos and doing all of that. If you can find my pet peeve in disc golf. He is completely crushing it. 1,000 organic followers, absolutely killing it.
Awesome,
You guys are
awesome.
going to want to check it out. And so I'm gonna put a link to it below as well so you guys can see that. Thank you again, Pete, for filming for us today. Thank you, Mike, for coming down, helping changing the game. And thank you to each of you for watching. We hope you have an amazing rest of the week and that you can make it fantastic for someone else too. But for now,
We're going to leave you with the birdie.